Get right into it. Many of my subscribers and viewers asked the question, which one is better between the LG Stylo 5 and the LG Stylo 6? And I said, you know what better way to compare the two phones than by comparing the specs? So the link for this video will be right down in the description. So according to Phone Arena, these are the specs comparisons. Now, we all know that the LG Stylo 5 was hands down a big disappointment, but the first thing you'll notice about the LG Stylo 6 is its completely revamped design. The new device is taller than its predecessor, sporting a notch 6.8-inch display with a 1080 by 2460 pixels. Furthermore, the rear of the Stylo 6 has a paint job and it hosts a triple camera. Undoubtedly, the new smartphone looks more modern than the Stylo 5. Now, the Stylo 6 uses a MediaTek P35 processor, which is a bit more powerful than the Qualcomm Snapdragon 450 found inside both the Stylo 5 and the 4. Now, the Stylo 6 has double the storage space of the Stylo 5 with 64 gigabytes compared to 32, plus the beefed up 4000 milliamp battery. Now, let's get right to where it matters at, because the price matters probably just as much as the specs. Now, right now, Boost has the Stylo 6 for $220, and with that limited time promo, you can get it for $180, but it will be at $220. It seemed to be set there for Boost. Now, we don't know who will get it next, but as soon as I find out, you guys will know too. So hit that like button and subscribe. Now, here are the comparisons. To the left, you have the Stylo 6, and to the right, you have the Stylo 5. We'll start out with the size. If you are looking for a big screen phone and you want, a lot of screen when you're watching your videos, hey, then go with the Stylo 6. It's right there at 6.8 inches, almost 7 inches. LG did miracles by giving all of the Stylo heads the biggest screen to date, and we get a W to the Stylo 6 for that, because the Stylo 5 comes in at 6.2 inches. Now, they both have the same IPS LCD display, screen to body ratio. Of course, you have 82% for the Stylo 6 and 79% for the Stylo 5. They both have the ambient light sensor and a proximity sensor. Now, the hardware and performance, this is where it matters the most at. Like I said earlier, the MediaTek is more newer and up to date than that Qualcomm Snapdragon, and the processor, believe it or not, is more powerful on the LG Stylo 6 than on the LG Stylo 5. As you can see, the Stylo 6 has an octa-core 2300 megahertz 64-bit. Now, the Stylo 5 only has an octa-core 1800. So yeah, you get a more powerful processor and a more up-to-date system chip. Now, you look at the RAM, they both have 3 gigabytes of RAM, and this is where I want to talk about the Plus. We have seen a Plus variant of every Stylo, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well, the unlocked version pretty much was the Plus version, but if they could come out with an LG Stylo 6 or an unlocked version, I'm hoping for 4 gigabytes of RAM and at least a bigger size internal storage for this. You get the latest and greatest Android 10 on the Stylo 6, and the Stylo 5 offers the 9 Pi. The battery is better, like we said earlier, with 4000 milliamp compared to 3500. They both support fast, well, this one supports fast charging. The Stylo 5 supports quick charge. Now, the talk time seems to be longer on the Stylo 5, maybe because of the usage of the LG Stylo 6. And one thing that I know from always having a big screen smartphone, it burns more battery. Now, the standby time seems to be right at the same at 350 hours. This is a big difference. The cameras, the rear camera is a triple compared to last year's on the 5 was a single. Now we have a 5 megapixel ultra wide, a 5 megapixel depth, and you get video recording of 1920 by 1080 on both phones, which is full HD. Of course, you have all the video calling, video sharing, pictures taken doing video recording. Now the front is a big boost as well, because on the Stylo 5 they only gave you 5 megapixels, but this year you get 13 megapixels on the Stylo 6, and they both come in at 1920 by 1080 full HD at 30 frames per second. Now common sense will tell you the Stylo 6 is bigger in every dimension just about, and it's more bigger and it weighs more. They both have the fingerprint, but the Stylo 5 do have the 2D face unlock along with the fingerprint. Both have stylus, and the price is cheaper for the Stylo 6 compared to what the Stylo 5 was at. Now that is a real big difference, but at the end of the day, it truly goes off of what you like. But you win in every single way by upgrading from any of the previous stylos to the LG Stylo 6. This will be a great introduction to the Stylo series for anyone that never had an LG Stylo. And of course, we got to talk about the stylus. That's the sell point. You basically get a budget note with a lot of the clever ideas that they have on the note. You know, you have your gestures that you could use with the stylus, as well as you have your own little LG apps that are built in for the stylus. So a lot of features with the Stylo 6, but we're still waiting to see will there be a Stylo 6 Plus. Like this video, leave your comment, share this on Instagram, YouTube, as well as Facebook. More importantly, subscribe.